did I wake you up? Dad said you weren't asleep. What? Well, I think I've started. But just now, about 5 minutes ago. Well, I had this sort of strong pain in the back. It was very painful. No, I haven't started the time, and yet Dave's still asleep.
It's got a lot of go in it. It's a luxurious ride. Smoother than a Rolls Royce. But I can see you're worried because it's a foreign car. Well, don't. Stop worrying. The service and spares on these is magnificent. Another thing, you'll be going on the continent. You'll be doing some continental travel, I can tell. You're a schoolmaster, aren't you? A headmaster, I beg your pardon. Well, you will take this car on the continent, and you'll break down in every village with full confidence that you'll be seen to. Do you know what this vehicle's got on the clock? 31,000, genuine. One owner from you, service to perfection. I'd have it myself, only my wife, she prefers the more sporty type. But for you, sir, mandatory. That. £10 for some new seats in it. And the engine's gone a bit. I'll allow you £25 for the engine. And £10 for some windows. Sir, I'm actually asking your permission to give you the car and £10. Are you interested in the car? Sir, are you interested in the car? Are you interested in the car, sir? Are you interested in the car, sir?
Right, then. Should you be doing your breathing?
I am doing my breathing.
Shall I phone the hospital again?
No, not yet, Dave. They'll find out all in good time. Come here.
Well, that's very soon then, not even 10 minutes. You're supposed to go in for his 10 minutes. Shall I phone the hospital? Where's your car? Where's that car with the number to phone on it? Do you breathe in, Mary? What are we going to do, Meryl?
Nothing. Except this morning, you can get up and make the tea.
Hello. What a bloody crook.
Not my fault, is it?
You do it, don't you?
So what do you want me to do? Slave my way to an early grave in some factory just to make money for somebody else?
Oh, you reckon you're doing better than doing?
I'm doing all right.
All right.
Well, to crack the real money in the car trade, you've got to get some capital.
And you're prepared to turn yourself into a small-time crook and rob and cheat ordinary people of their hard-earned money.
But that's how you get capital. That's how everybody gets it.
And you want to join them?
Listen, I'm doing it for her and for him.
Are you? And what does that mean? You'll just forget how to live, Dave.
So good.
Mary! Meryl! You all right?
Don't make yourself late for work. What time is it?
Time you've gone into hospital, isn't it?
Oh, I'd rather stay here. I'll go in a bit.
Well, I don't fancy leaving you to the tender mercies of that galoot. What's come over him?
Oh, he's got some big deal coming off today. He's preoccupied.
Preoccupied? Bloody hell. I told him you're a crook, and buying and selling cars is affecting your life. He didn't seem to care. Said it wasn't his fault.
Well, he's not a bad fellow, really.
Just warped. You sure you're all right?
Yeah.
But how are you going to get there to the hospital?
Oh, he'll take me.
Yes, but when? I mean, time's getting
Well,
on.
oh, no, I've got plenty of time. Only if I've got hours. Nothing's happened yet.
But how long do you have to wait in between?
We
those
have
things?
to wait till Ivy Waters break. You have the show, and that hasn't happened yet. So,
Oh, I'm worried about you then.
Happy dog.
Well, ring me at work if anything happens. Have you got my number?
Yes, I have. I'll get Dave to ring you when he rings me more, okay?
And you've got all your stuff.
Yeah. I'm all right.
Well, I'd better dash then.
Okay.
I'll be over at that hospital as soon as I can get out. Have a nice time, love.
I'll try.
And next time, keep your legs crossed.
Get off.
Hello. I'm ringing about the car in the paper. Yes. Yes. Are you a dealer, by the way? No. Good. No. I just wanted to know. Could you tell me something about the car, please? You're joking. What? Of course I'm not interested in the bloody old wreck. That's Barney, isn't it? What's this number then? I didn't recognise it. You've changed your numbers again. Your poor bloody customers. Anyway, you can stuff that one, Barney. It sounds a right beast. You going down the auction later on? Yeah, I might and I mightn't. Our Meryl, she started with a kid. Yeah.
Dave?
Keep your fingers crossed.
Dave?
I might see you there. Ta-da. That car in the paper was bloody Barney's.
Dave, I've had what they call a show.
Shall I phone the hospital?
Oh, leave them alone, Dave. I was shouting for you, not the National Health.
Oh. Can I get you a cup of tea?
Sit down. I come in regular now. Every 10 minutes. You'll come in with me, Dave, will you?
Come in? Of course I will. I'll take you. I'll just dash down to Jim's. He'll have finished the Hillman by now, or he should have. I'll take you in that. The bloke's not coming to pick it up till 2. You will go in before 2, won't you, love?
Dave.
Well, that Cortina outside won't get you there, love. It's a bit dodgy, that. Clutch going, gearbox clattering, kingpins on the edge. How'd you like to end up pushing me to hospital in a clapped-out Cortina?
Well, you can get an ambulance.
Ambulance?
It's free. That's what they're for, taking people to hospital.
No, love. I'll take you. Now, listen, I'll just be 10 minutes, right? I'll have to get the bloody Hillman out anyway to hand it over to that old schoolmaster. He's bringing the cash round at 2. I'll need that cash. Oh, come on, love. That's better. Listen, I'll just dash and get the Hillman. Drive you there in style, eh? Eh? What does she mean, Jim?
She means you can't have it.
But it's my property.
Right, drive it off. But first of all, 200 quid, Dave.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
I've told you, Dave, I've warned you. You've got bills here going back to last September. I've done a lot for you, Dave. I don't mind. But I'm not a bloody millionaire.
Look, Jim, come on, be reasonable.
Don't give me no luck, Jim. You bought that car down some auction for Reddies. You'll sell it to some poor sod who doesn't know what he's getting for more Reddies. You've got 2 more cars outside your house bringing them in. And who's the only one who doesn't get any Reddies? Me. You couldn't drive them cars away without I'd fix them up for you. And they're bloody cheap. So why don't you pay me? You can. You're buying every day.
Look, Jim, don't bring all this up now, can you? I've got to have the car out. I've got to take Merrill to hospital. She's going to drop the bloody thing any second.
Oh, good old Mary.
Look, how long have you and I been mates? Look, come on, I've brought you more custom in the last 2 years
What
than you've
good's custom without money? Take it in one of the others.
Listen, at 2 o'clock, a bloke gives me 180 quid for that, right? At 4 o'clock, I'm down the police station at Palmer Street, and I pick up 3 police cars. Not one over 18 months old, for 150 quid. Not for 1, not for 2, but for bloody 3. And if I don't get that cash into a certain sweaty hand, plus a kickback into another certain sweaty hand, by tomorrow they'll be off down the auction, and that'll be that.
Great. Congratulations. You clean up, won't you? But what's in it for me? You'll be round here, eh, Jim? Can you plaster over a few cracks for us? Can you G up the engine? Can you tighten up the gear lever? Can you screw up the steering? Can you fix the suspension? All for 10 quid, which you never bloody pay.
They'll not be that much.
What, cop cars? When that lot's finished with them, they're only fit to drive into the river. There'll be about 2 million miles on the clock for starters.
I'll turn the clock back. What's the problem?
You'll be back again, queering every pint of oil, every nut and bolt that's on the bill. And then up you go, and you'll never see me money.
Listen, you'll get every bloody penny. But can't you see it's serious? If I don't get the car out now, I'll not get the Reddies.
Well, borrow some. Pay me, take the car. Sell it, buy your Black Mariah, sell them, pay back the money lender. Because I'm no amateur finance company, am I? I'm trying to run a business like you.
Jim, for the last time, I've got to get the wife to hospital.
Look, Dave, no hard feelings. You can use the phone. Free.
Not wanting out, is he? Do you have to come?
What?
Oh, I was talking to myself. I think I'm away with the birds.
What were you saying?
I'm a bit frightened, Dave.
No, not a bit of it. Frightened? There's nothing to be frightened of, nothing at all.
Look, it's all out in there, and I think it's all got to come out here any minute.
It's not the way to look at it, Mary. It means a family, doesn't it? That's what you want, don't you?
I always thought I did. I always thought so.
We'll get some money together, go camping. It goes to Brittany, wasn't it?
Camping? But we need a house of our own before we go buying any bloody tents. You know, we can't go on paying rent all our lives. It's criminal. You get nothing back for it. Pouring all our money into Hopkins' little old leather wallet, that's all we're doing. I fancy a flat with a proper kitchen. And a view from the sink, so I can see green fields as I'm washing up. With fitted carpets and double glazing for the winter. Central heating, piped in. And some nice cutlery. I can't stand those bloody knives and forks your brother gave us. First, bloody me's got to get ripped wide open.
Just don't think about it.
Then make you think about is what you mean, don't you?
Well, she'll have to go in the cortina. Jim won't let me have a Hillman.
What's that got to do with it?
What's on my mind, that's all. It's on my bloody mind. Because if I don't get it out by 3 o'clock...
And that's what's on your mind, is it? Honest, it must be really hard being a man with so many big problems to occupy you. It must be really hard. cars.
Well, you're the one that wants a rotten flat, aren't you?
Well, you don't want to stop here all your life, do you?
Not me, mate. Not me.
Phone's ringing. Phone's ringing.
What?
Phone's ringing.
Oh, well, come here, love. Put your foot on this pedal. Come on.
Hello. Oh, yes. The Cortina. Yes, that's right. Evening Chronicle. Yes, that's right. Of course, well, no. I've had some people round to see it, actually. I'm expecting a call from them to say they've got the money around about 3 o'clock. Oh, it's a lovely car. Perfect order. Yeah. Well, let me put it this way. If your daughter needs a car at a modest price to get her around, this is it. No, I'm not a dealer. It was my wife's car. The price? Well, these other people, see, we're going to pay the full $350. Actually seem to think they had a snip. Yeah, well, I don't know much about the price of cars myself, but $350 is what I need to raise at the moment. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, there is this other offer. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I was just on my way out in it, and where do you live? Perfect. I'm going about half a mile from there. I'll call in on my way. In about half an hour. Of course, if you want to put the money in my hand there and then, it's yours. I can't say fairer than that. Yeah, I like the sound of you, Mr. Hardy? Yeah. Colonel Hardy, I beg your pardon. Yes. I'll be right there, Colonel.
All right. Hey, Dave, listen.
What, mate? I'm in a rush.
I wonder if you couldn't do us a favour. I'm shagged out, you know. I've got 3 bloody miles to walk back from work after the night shift every morning, and
So?
well, I was wondering if you couldn't get me an old banger, you know, just to get me there and back.
How much you got?
70 quid.
Deposit.
Oh, man, I couldn't afford any more weeklies. I couldn't afford that.
70 quid, forget it.
About 5 miles the other way from the hospital they live. Shouldn't take more than a quarter of an hour.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, 38 Fairfax Avenue. He sounded loaded. Wants it for his daughter as a runaround. Noisy beast. I mean, no time to get it slunk, let alone tune the engine up. Blasted Jim ornament. Still, I need Jim. He's the cheapest around and he does live near. Good at it too, Jim. Make anything run smooth for a fortnight. Still, if I get the cash on this, back to Jim's, get the helmet out, sell it, and then You all right, Mary?
I was just wondering why I didn't ring the ambulance.
Oh, come on, lovey. You think I don't care about you and him, don't you? You do? Well, you're wrong. I think about him all the time.
Do you?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Feel sorry for him.
Sorry.
Having to struggle out in the world all on his own.
I'll be giving him an hand, you know.
Yes, Maurice, but he'll definitely be on his own, love.
You are a funny fella. Of course he won't.
Oh, yes. We're all on our bloody own. It's 2:10, love. I'll just make a call.
You know this car leaks?
Contraction.
No? Seems to have stopped. What do you think you will do?
Well, I've got the auction. See where it's...
Did you buy some?
Depends. See what there is. I haven't got the readies at the moment, but you never know.
I'm going to start another contraction day.
Oh, bloody hell, not here, Mary.
Did it embarrass you then? God, if I'd come in the ambulance, I would have had none of this.
I wish you'd stop going on about your rotten ambulance. I brought you, didn't I? I'm your husband, I brought you.
God, it's going to start. It is, Dave. It's somebody.
It's not going to come out, is it?
Oh.
Calling Mr. Winkleman. Mr. Winkleman. Mr. Winkleman.
Calling Mr. Baby show. Yeah, but where's Sassy having it? Reception. But there's nobody there.
No, never is.
Calling Mrs. Baker. Mrs. Baker. Mrs. Baker. Calling Dr. Shaw. Dr. Shaw. Dr. Shaw. Calling Dr. Mallory.
Excuse me, doctor, but my wife was about to give
Dr.
birth in the
Mallory.
reception.
Yes, yes. Well, as you already know, Mr. Osmond, the problem we in the medical profession face is one of the chronic inability of the general public to come to terms with the exigencies of behavior required for the conduct of affairs of the great hospital. As you can imagine, there are many, many emergencies.
Calling
Treatment
the
of life
ambulance
and death
supervisor.
variety occurring
The
almost
ambulance
hourly in large
supervisor.
hospitals of this nature.
The ambulance.
No doubt, Mr. Osmond, you feel the particular requirements of Mrs. Osmond would be classified as top priority, but you must pause for a moment and ask yourself if this is so. Now, I'm going into all this because I do feel that we in the medical profession should take a great deal more care to clarify to the layman, the non-medical man in the street, exactly why what often appears to you to be callous, feelingless behavior indulged in by sadistic medicos is in fact the best and only way to cope with all that we have to cope with. Mrs. Osmond, for example, will manage very well. The patient I am about to operate on, however, may be fresh from a motor accident and losing a pint of blood every minute I'm standing here talking to you. Or it may be someone about to lose the sight of an eye. Or maybe the use of a limb. How do you know?
Mr.
How could
McLennan.
You obviously haven't taken that into account, have you?
Dr.
But my wife's going...
Dr. Goodman.
Oh, piss off.
Calling Dr. Nepal. Dr.
Oh, yes, I found you.
Dr. Nepal.
Of course I am.
Oh. I thought you were going to...
Drop it on the spot. No such luck. Hours and bloody hours of torture before that happens. Talk about making you suffer for your sins.
Sins?
Pleasures, then. Not that it was much.
What? Christ, Mary, you don't have to use times to come up with...
Oh, my.
Shan't keep you waiting long. Charlotte Ward, you'll be going to, Mrs. Osmond.
Calling the head porter. The head porter. The head porter.
Go on your way. Celia Cortina.
Okay.
Let's see what Mrs. Fellow's doing.
Still the right way up.
Yes.
But
It was upside down at first, wasn't it?
it's for this.
Done lots of knitting.
Done some. I never seem to finish it up.
Oh, then have time.
Afterwards. We got a lot. Lots of girls. In the moment.
Yes?
Quite busy. Busy.
Oh, that's splendid. Lovely.
Car number MUU 532B is blocking casualty entrance. Will the owner please move it immediately?
Osmond? Key. Well, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
It won't take a moment. Key, please.
Well, allow me, Colonel. Usual game, Miss Hardy. First, second, third, fourth. Well, there she is, Colonel. Beautiful runner.
Well, I've seen smarter turned out Americans.
Oh, not deny that, Colonel.
Well, my dear, decrepit enough for you? What you looking for?
Well, I don't know. I suppose it goes well enough. It's sort of ropey there.
Look, sir, you're not buying a Rolls Royce. It's a 68 car, 5 years old. You buy the car as you see it, you're buying a second-hand car. I'm not covering anything up. It's done us good service. It still is doing us good service. I bought it for my wife to run around in when I got myself an E-Type. She wouldn't drive the E-Type, my wife, so I got her this. And she's been very happy with it, very happy indeed. But now she's pregnant, my wife, and she's gone off driving altogether. So I'm selling the E-Type, and I've got an XJ6 on order, more a family type of car. So I know I'm not selling you a Rolls Royce. If you want a Rolls Royce without a mark in it, I'm not your man. But for what you're paying for, you're getting damn good value for your money. A snip the other fellow tells me.
Tires.
What's that, sir?
Tires. Tread missing. It's illegal.
Are you interested in the car, sir?
I'm interested in a car.
Forget about the tyres. Are you interested in the car? Now, wait a minute. Is there anything about this car that makes you feel ill at ease? Forget about the tyres for a minute. Don't worry about the tyres. Forget about the tyres. Is there anything else about
What's that? Pretty tatty, that?
upholstery? Don't think about it. I'll give you a complete set of fitted covers. Brand new. Wife bought them, never used them. I'll deliver them tonight.
Daddy, what about the engine?
The engine?
Gearbox, engine, differential.
Differentials.
I wanted to have an AA test.
Yes, of course. AA, testing. You'd have no objection to that?
Objection? Me, sir? No, sir, of course not. If you've got 7 guineas to add to the price of the car.
7 guineas?
Yes, it's 7 now, sir. And when you get the report, they'll say things like near side door, slight scratch, Rear bumper slightly discoloured in one corner. Engine seems to be using a little oil. Well, you can tell all that for yourself. I mean, if you want to go to the AA, with pleasure. Just add your 7 guineas to the price of the car. But I think all the AA is good for is starting up when you run out of petrol. Most of their lily white blokes are just running around, starting people up with batteries, things like that. They're not really mechanics. Look, I'll tell you what I'll do. Are you interested in the car?
Yes, let's say I am.
Good. Now, you're worried about the engine, the gearbox, and the differential, right? Well, that's all you're worried about. Well, there's nothing else to worry about, is there? I mean, if the windscreen wiper blade goes, it's your lookout. I'll tell you what I'm prepared to do with you. I'll guarantee you the engine, the gearbox, and the differential, if you're interested in the car. Are you?
Look here. Are you a dealer or aren't you?
This is my wife's runaround, sir. I mean, if I was a dealer, would I bother to come up here? Would I be asking as little as $350 for it? I mean, you could go through a deal if you wanted to, sir. I could take this to a dealer, sell it for $350, he'd polish it up and sell it to you for $425, if that's what you prefer, would you?
I shall have to think about it.
Oh, now look, sir, I did explain the situation. I have this other gentleman ringing me this afternoon at 3. I like the sound of you on the telephone, and I've come over here to give you the chance to put the money into my hand. I did go into all that, did I not, sir? I take it you could give me cash, sir?
Yes, in a couple of days.
A couple of days?
What about the tyres? You avoided that very neatly.
Avoid it. Not at all, miss. I was quite prepared to allow you £12 off the price to buy a new set of tyres. Quite prepared to propose that.
£12?
Well, let's round it up to 20, shall we? £330 cash, how's that?
Look here. Why are you insisting on cash?
I'll be quite straight with you, Colonel. I need it as a deposit on my new Jaguar. I can get it from you this morning or this other gentleman this afternoon. I'm easy, really.
Are you a Jew?
What?
Daddy!
Oh, I want to know. Well...
Now, look, sir, let's keep religion out of this, shall we? I was born and bred not 12 miles from here.
So were 20,000 Pakistanis. No, sir, I don't trust you. I smell a whiff of the accursed race.
So we are talking about this car, aren't we? I'm Anglo-Saxon through and through. There's not one drop of foreign blood in these veins.
Denying it, eh?
Of course I am.
Even deny their own blood for the price of a second-hand car. A race of Judas, sir.
And Jesus Christ, Colonel. Christ was a Jew, don't forget.
That's tantamount to blasphemy. Jesus Christ was the Son of God.
Yeah, they do say his dad was a bit kosher.
Get out of my grounds at once and take your heap of rusting metal with you.
You know what the trouble with you, Colonel, is, don't you? You just don't have the money, do you? You've no more got 350 quid than I've got $1 million. What are we wasting everybody's time for? You people really think you inherited the earth. You really do.
Get out at once, before I call the police or set the dogs on you.
He's not awfully well, my father.
What?
I'm awfully sorry about it. He's not very well. We're all a bit worried about him, actually.
Look, miss, it's cost me time and money to come up here.
I really must go. Goodbye.
You want to get this sort of...
Needs new throttle cable. Well, that's nothing much, is it? New cars, hard steering, like good as bit. All right, we've got the double gear in a car. That's very popular. All right, all the 8085 adventure plans must all work out in the car. Then I've got 3 in here. You can join in the sunlight train.
That looks for his company stuff again tonight. Look, no problem.
I see a bit of... I got the racing leaders and 359 us racing down on the dam combined, racing the Commander and the American spent money on racing dams combined. Us racing leaders and racing the Iron on the racing teams combined.
Go on, you're all right, mate.
Yeah, that she really is, right.
It's better than that load of old wankers I've been handling lately.
Hey, look at that. She's a runner, love.
Yeah, lovely.
Open the bonnet, let's have a look.
I'm coming in, hurry up.
Oh, come on, just for a minute.
Now we got a little car star, an old estate car.
I wouldn't mind 6 of them in assorted colours lined up in front of my patch. Prices ranging from $11.50 to $1,500. Sporty customers vying with each other for them. Trading in Lamborghinis, Maseratis, Ferraris. I wouldn't mind handling that line of trade.
Dicey, though. One bad one and you've dropped 1,000.
Can't be as dicey as the line I'm in at the moment.
Can't even start them, let alone sell.
230 is another little mini. It's a very clean and bright one. There you are. Now, gentlemen, this comes to us from the police. So all gather round. I see it's never had a hole drilled in the roof or anything. I didn't know they got them this colour. Right. Let's make a note of that. 69. Mileage. How nice. 28,795. Starting without warranty. We've got the logbook, like all police cars. His MOT says till August 73, February was well. Who's got 3.5 for it? Come on. 3.5 on me. 350 I got. 350 here. 350, 60 I got. 360, 360, 70, 70 I got. 370, 370 it is. 370. 370. Come on, I'll take a 5 if I get 370. I'm selling a 370. They're going to go 370 it is. Come 5, 5, anybody 5 on me. 375, 80 here. 380, 380 down below. 380. 380 here. 380 it is. Come 5, 5 on me. 385 on me. 385, 385. 385 it goes away. 385 and 90 remaining. 385, 385, 93, 93, 92 and a half. I got 392 and a half and make it 5. 392 and a half is being given away. Follow me. 395, 395. 395, 395 is going. 395 as well. 395 and 7 and a half remaining. 395 as well as well. 395 is the second. The last.
I was standing by the rails watching the horses. I felt a tap on the shoulder. I turned around and a pretty girl stood there. I said, yes, what is it? She said, could you lend me a safety pin? At that moment, the crowd shouted, they're off! And she fainted.
Hey, where can I raise 200 quid? Any ideas?
200 quid?
Kidding.
You need it bad.
Desperate, not against it.
Money's so tight around here, you can't even borrow a penny for the bog. Why don't you try Harry over there? And you go get in quick, you know, while the boss is out having a drink. There's a soft touch around here, easy.
Yeah, might not.
What's up with him, then? His old lady's dropping her fast.
Get out.
Just took her in.
195 is May 67. 195. All that in at 195.
Can't be done, Dave. It can't be done. I'm sorry, old mate. I would if I could, but I mean, you're not exactly the promptest of payers, are you? And you know as well as I do, capital's tight, very tight.
Harry, all I'm asking for is a 24-hour tied-over loan. That's all. 200 quid, no problem.
No, oh, come on. 24 hours? It's not worth the risk. I've landed myself in enough bother already being soft-hearted to the likes of you. No, I know. You got the most unbelievable deal lined up and all you need is a few readies. I've heard it, Dave, every word, and it's probably true. It's not that I don't want to lend you the money, I do.
Well, Harry, I'll get... forget it.
If you only had something to secure it with. Anything.
Never mind, Harry, I haven't, have I?
Any luck?
David, are they?
Can you feel it, Ted? No, it's engaged, I think.
No. Which way is he lying?
I think in the right occipital anterior.
Good. So where are you going to hear his heart?
About there.
That's right. Okay. That's fine. Can you hear it?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Good. Fine. All right.
Thank you.
Oh, my wife is in Charlotte ward. Maternity. I wonder if you could tell me she's... thank you. I'll phone again later.
Right. 6.5. This is the Ford Capri 3 litre sunshine roof. I believe that's a 3000E. Yes, it is. A very expensive article to go and buy new. It's a 71 in the year. It's paid for registered, I think I'm right to say. I've got the logbook here. Right, wait a bit on that. It's got to go. Now, steady if you're about. How do you about it? Now's your chance to buy a cheap car. Come on, bid me. What do you wear? It goes to the highest bidder. I'll tell you that. It's here to be liquidated. It's got to go. Come on. Who's got 9 for it? Something like that. Who's got 9? Start at 9? 5 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter, 5 and a half, 550, 75, 5 and 5, 5 and 5, 6, 6, 10 here, 20 there, 30, 630, 40, 50, 60, 70, 670, 670, 80, 680, 90, 690, 697, 70 is 10, 710, 20, 30 here, 40, 740, 50, 750 here, it's selling at 750, blah, blah, blah. 750 the second, 750 all out. I want to miss anybody. Third luck, bargain, sir. 750, lucky man. You like to come around the top, boy, sir?
Harry, how's that for security? One Ford Capri, 1971, worth 1,200 quid. All I'm asking is 750 to pay them. You keep the logbook and you get the lot back in a fortnight. How's that?
750? Is that all it went for? What's wrong with it?
There's no money about, Harry. The 1,200s don't exactly flow around this part of the world this month. Or any other month, for that matter.
How much you putting down, Dave?
You mean you want the logbook for that car for 750 and you want me to pay you as well?
I need something on it.
I've got no readies. How about a lovely Cortina, Harry, eh? It's yours.
Fill the form in, Dave.
When you were a young boy, did you have a puppy that always followed you around? Well, I'm gonna be as faithful as that puppy. No, I'll never let you down. Cause it goes on like a river flows, and it gets bigger, baby. And heaven knows, and it gets sweeter, baby, as it grows. And I love you, my oh my. Yeah, liberty, my pride. Yeah, I lost you, would I cry? Oh, baby,
You all right? You pass me the book. Thank you. Your old fella coming in there?
Nah, he's in Glasgow. They're safe for him.
Does he know? You know?
Aye. Well, I sent him a telegram, but he'll not get that till 7 o'clock the night. Then it'll just be another excuse to go and drink himself stupid. The last thing he'd think of doing is coming to see me.
All right, dear. There you are, Mrs. Pennington. Just slip into that. I'll be back in a second.
You all right? I say, are you okay? God, you look terrified. Are you? There's nothing to be afraid of. Nothing at all. They'll grab hold of you in here, and they'll scrub you down and shave your hairs off. And then they'll powder you and truss you till you're like a dressed best end of lamb. And then they'll pull at you and poke at you at their leisure, and inject you and instruct you. You'll not know what's happening to you. And then they cart you through there for the groan a bit. And then all you have to do is sniff at the gas in the air and yell a bit, and bingo, you're a mark. I've done it 4 times now. Every time I was sure I was going to die. Like you see, I never did.
It's my first. And my last. I'll tell you that. My first as well. We'll be all right. Mind you, I'm not looking forward to it. God almighty. Oh, God almighty, it's one of them pains again. Oh, sweet Christ, it's agony. Oh, swing for that fella, yes I will. I'll swing for it.
Take it easy there, love. They're all the same.
Oh, I can't stand it. I can't.
It'll pass.
Mrs. Anderson is half a crown dilated, Doctor. She's having contractions about every 12 minutes. She's rather restless.
Is there any sign of maternal or fetal distress?
No, blood pressure, pulse, satisfactory.
Good. Give her 100 milligrams of pethidine, and I'll come along to see her shortly.
Yes, Doctor.
Is it not possible for me to see her? I'm sure she'd like me to drop in for a second.
My wife is perfectly well at the moment, Mr. Osmond. Nothing to report. If you care to telephone in a couple of hours, we'll tell you if anything's happened.
Can't you just, tell her that I dropped in?
I will try, but I am rather busy. Now, if you'll excuse me, Mr. Osmond.
Calling Father Mercy. Father Mercy. Father Mercy.
They are yours. So I'll give you 200 quid. It's worth 1,200. How's that for security?
Is it paid for?
My word's my bond. Just take it and polish it and give me the lousy Hillman I'm trying to flog. Don't worry, I won't leave it with you. I've got some incentive, right?
You do get up to some things, don't you?
Look, somebody must have died. I can't sleep. Oh, my God. Will you stay with me? You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Oh, God, hold me. Come on. Take my shoes. Okay, I will. Oh, my God.
Come and meet Lucita. This is Lucita, everyone.
I'm very nervous. I'm cold.
Look. You're all right.
Oh, hello. Is it 3 o'clock already? How time does fly. Come to collect the car, have you? I bet you'll be getting quite excited. Come in.
Mr. Osmond, my wife and I have decided not to take the car, I'm afraid.
Not to take the car? How do you mean? Haven't you brought the money?
Oh, no, it isn't the money. No, that's quite all right. I mean, I could give you a cheque right away now.
Well,
No, it isn't that.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
No, it isn't that. It's, my wife and I, we don't agree. And she thinks, that cars should be done away with.
Cars? Done away with? Well, as it's raining, why don't you just step inside and we'll talk it over?
Dear? No, I think my wife would prefer to stay out here.
Well, have you any objection to coming into my house, Mr. Ashcroft?
No, Mr. Osmond, but it's just that there's very little to say.
Oh, but I think there is.
Oh, thank you.
Now, Mr. Ashcroft, we have made a contract for the sale of this car. My wife was present when you agreed to pay £210, if you remember, and all you needed was a couple of days to raise the cash. There was no question of cancelling the contract for the car. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the car, is there? Certainly not. Now, I must remind you that I had 2 other gentlemen who were interested in the vehicle, and I've since had to let them go. And also, at your request, I have spent £28 at my garage putting it to rights for you. Now, I'm afraid, Mr. Ashcroft, in this world, a deal is a deal. Now, I know you're a schoolmaster and you don't know much about business, but I must tell you that the kind of behaviour you're going in for just isn't allowed in this world. Look, Mr. Ashcroft, that car outside's yours. Here's the key. In law, a verbal contract is binding. Now, here's the logbook. Now, drive it away, enjoy it, make a good use of it. I've kept my half of the bargain. I've not ratted on you. I've not tried to sell to the highest bidder. I've had all the agreed repairs done at my expense. Now, to your half. £210 cash, please.
Well, I haven't got the cash, Mr. Osmond. Look, I'm sorry. I really am very sorry. But my wife will not let me have the car, and that's it.
But it's your money. She doesn't have to go in it if she doesn't want to. Look, my local bank closes in 10 minutes. It's an 8-minute walk from here. Just write me out a cheque to cash, and I'll forget about you trying to break our contract.
Well... No, I'm sorry, I can't. Look, I just can't go out there to my wife and tell her that I bought this car. You don't know what life has been like for me these last 2 days. She went mad, completely mad. I seriously believe that she thought that I wanted to buy this car in order to have secret rendezvous with other women, drive to brothels, and I had to promise her I would not buy this car. It was the only way.
Now, I'm sure we don't want this breach of contract to go to litigation. Your name and hers dragged through the courts. All these reasons you've given me for robbing me of my money hauled up in court, in public.
Oh, you wouldn't.
I'd have no alternative, Mr. Ashcroft. I'd have to. Sit down.
Thank you.
Now, I wonder if you would mind just dropping me down the end of the road. No, well, perhaps not.
Can you close the door? I'm sorry, dear. Your door won't open. You'll have to come round this side.
Yes, that'll be all right at Mr. Ashcroft's bank, Mr. Osmond. £210. How's Mrs. Osmond?
Well, she's gone in today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, only arriving in a minute, as it sounds her.
Oh, I do hope everything goes all right. How would you like it?
Hmm?
For £210.
Oh, tens, please.
Afternoon, Mr. Osmond.
Afternoon.
Nurse. Yes, sister? Oh, give my hand in there, will you? Yes. If you don't open number 3, sir. I'm sorry, I'm afraid you can't wait here. Could you move outside, please?
has. What a charm. She's a right charming husband. That's just what Mary needs at a time like this. Dave. He's got to do his work. Work? You call that work? Well, somebody's going to do it. What, get hold of a load of rubbish old cars on the cheap and trick people into buying them? Is that what life's all about? Dave's very good at it. You can say that again. He's devoted to it. More than he is to his wife. The mood are in yet. Any minute, the sister says. And he's out conning some poor book. Look, why isn't he here? It's his work, Harriet. Must be something wrong with this world, if that could be called work. That's what she's doing. That's leisure activities, passing the time. These men have really got you brainwashed.
Mrs. Osmond? Mrs. Osmond, we're just going to get you onto the trolley now. Don't push. Don't push. There's plenty of time. There's plenty of time. Deep breath. In and out. Slowly. In and out. In and out. That's right. That's better. We're going to just put you over now. On the trolley. Lift your bottom. Easy, easy. Don't strain. There you are.
Don't worry, child. It will be all over soon.
It's not myself. After all the running and pushing and shoving, getting on buses and what happened? It was a false alarm and I come back and I got kicked myself, but the same thing happened over the second one. I wouldn't be honest the way you are, you know? Yeah. I think it's foolish, really. And it's your first one. This is one of the things. After you've had 2 or 3, you'll be all right then. Okay, it was 150. Ah, well, okay then, Dave.
And 20 on that. That's right, 30.
Okay. There you are, 3 jacks. And do mind how you go.
Could somebody of blokes, run them over with me?
You do expect service, don't you?
What's this, a raid, is it?
Jim, can I use your phone?
Maryland Hospital?
Yeah.
Go on, give her a ring.
Here, what's going on then?
Ah, Dave's cracked a couple of thousand.
Has he?
It'll not last. I've seen him up before. He's broke again in a month or 2.
Oh, that poor Mario.
There's nothing... Right. Any minute. I'll be right over. Tell us what's going on. Jim, I want the Capri. You come in for this lot, right?
Better and better, eh? What do you want to do with this lot?
Just hang on to them. They'll need a spray job. I'll be back. Come on, fellas, jump in.
What's the hurry?
Meryl's about to have him any minute. I better get over there. I want to see the little sod. See who he looks like.
Give himself ulcers, that lad.
Mrs. Osmond's baby is lying in the right occipital anterior, with a vertex presentation.
Thank you very much.
Have you got a pen? Here, knees. Bring your hands down. Now take a deep breath and push. Deep breath and push. Push. That's right. Push. And again. Deep breath and push. Come on, harder, harder, harder. Push. That's better. Good. Now take a rest.
Silver.
Okay. Push hard. Push. And again. And push really hard.
I don't know what that bugger thinks he's playing at.
Calling Sister Ferruccia, Sister Ferruccia, Sister Ferruccia. Calling Dr. Banerjee, Dr. Banerjee, Dr. Banerjee.
Excuse me, sister, is there any news of Mrs. Osmond yet?
Not yet. Not yet. They will turn up.
Is she all right?
Fine, fine. Get me Mr. Cartwright, will you? Tell him Mrs. Osmond's about to be delivered. There you go. Thank you.
Are you sure she's all right?
Fine, just fine.
Now with one tremendous push. Big. Come on. Breast. One big push. Push. Hard. Hard. Now, pant like a hospital. Quickly. Quickly. In and out. And again. Come on. More. More. Slowly. Slowly.
Just look over your shoulder. I'll be there to give you all the love you need. And I'll be there. You can always count on me.
Where have you been?
Over the crust. What's the news?
Nothing yet, but they've sent for a surgeon.
What's bad?
Now, look, Dave, I really think you should have been here.
What are you talking about? I should have been here.
Oh, Mr. Osmond. You can go in now. Father's only, I'm afraid, just for a second.
Amazing. Bloody amazing. Some people can get away with bloody murder.
There she is, Mr. Osmond. Beautiful baby girl.
A girl?
Nothing to worry about, all the right number of toes.
But I never thought about him being a girl.
They come in both varieties, Mr. Osmond. Would you like to hold her for a second?
Yeah.
Weren't you ready?
She's so different.
She's somebody else, isn't she?
But yeah. Hey, Mary, I got them police cars.
I'll take her now.
It's the most fantastic stroke I've pulled since I sold that Pakistani, a van with no engine in it. First of all, I had to get him 200 quid, or at least a deposit, right, so I could get the Hillman out in the first place. So I go down the auction, and I see this...
Who's got 3.5 bar? 1, 3.5 on me, 350 on golf, 350 here, 350, 60 on golf, 360, 70, 70 on golf, 370, 370, distance 370. That's 370, come on, 5 here, 370, on the left. Up 560, setting up 560, got a swim, up 560 plus 560, check, 360, I think that's right. Up 5 is split up all this, you guys survive. 55, 55, after the evening news and exchange and laugh. I know they're a little bit special. 395, 395, 395 today, 395 as well. Plus 395 is a line, 395 as well. This MOT test until April 73, tax to them in November. Recon engine, new tires, battery, distributor. My goodness me, spend some money on. Mr. Owner, are you about? We're going to come up 555, split on this, I'm too short. 555, it's a 70. That's 955, I'm these are 545 from the left side of the 555. All that is 555. I've been stored for some while. Where do you mean? 555. I'm told I'm cruising. 555, 555, 555, 555,